Hello, Dimsdale. I'm Jet You Betcha with today's editorial, which technically makes it a Jetatorial. Federal authorities searched the homes of Thomas Donlan, New York City's new interim police commissioner, seizing materials unrelated to his police work. Donlan, who took over after the resignation of former Commissioner Edward Cabin, said the items were from 20 years ago. The investigation comes as Mayor Eric Adams's administration faces multiple federal probes, including searches involving the previous commissioner, top city officials, and Adams's own phone. No charges have been filed in connection with any of the searches, and it remains unclear whether there is a link between Donlan's case and others. An FBI spokesperson declined to comment on the investigation. In other news, Cards Against Humanity is suing SpaceX, alleging the company trespassed and damaged a plot of land it owns in Texas. The lawsuit, filed in a Texas court, claims SpaceX has used the property in Cameron County for at least 6 months, placing construction materials like gravel without permission. The land was bought in 2017 as part of Cards Against Humanity's protest against former President Trump's border wall. The company says the land has been maintained in its natural state, with no trespassing signs. It is seeking $15 million in damages, citing loss of vegetation. SpaceX has not yet commented on the lawsuit. In another developments, Stuart and Tanya Junker and 150 other homeowners are suing South Dakota for $45 million after sinkholes began opening beneath their homes in the Hideaway Hills subdivision. The lawsuit claims the state sold the land despite knowing it sat atop a former gypsum mine. The situation has left residents anxious, with homes becoming unsafe and unsellable. Although the state expressed sympathy, it denied liability, pointing to developers and builders. Meanwhile, the community faces ongoing risks as more sinkholes emerge, destabilizing roads and utilities. Residents remain trapped, unable to leave due to financial constraints as their properties become increasingly dangerous. In other developments, Volusia County Sheriff Michael Chitwood is taking strong action against school shooting threats after arresting an 11-year-old for making a hoax. Chitwood warns that both students and parents will face public exposure and legal consequences for such threats. His approach includes sharing mugshots and arrest videos on social media. Critics, however, argue that this public shaming can have lasting negative effects on the children involved. Despite concerns, Chitwood remains committed to cracking down on the rise of threats, which have surged nationwide since a recent fatal school shooting in Georgia. From all of us here, stay classy, Dimsdale!